What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of the Rays video. So, as some people may have noticed, I don't know if anyone did, but I did not do a breakdown of the producer's letter this month because there really wasn't much to talk about, because the bulk of what they wanted to talk about was going to be on this live stream that just ended. The only stuff in the producer's letter was the order of what's coming, which, if you pay attention to Twitter, starting tomorrow will be the rerun of the Star Ocean collab, and then on the 22nd will be the T-Tray and Chelsea event, and then on the 30th or 31st will be the start of the Spirit Gear event. But we have more to kind of talk about here, and I may have some information wrong because obviously I don't have like official translations, so anything I get wrong, people can correct me down below. But I am going to be thank you to Ren in my Discord for basically typing down a rundown of what kind of went on here. But we're gonna, as we scroll by, I'll explain everything that kind of happened. So first things first, as you can see here, there is a picture of Ix here from the new opening. If you watch the live stream, they did, which is now up in archive, you can watch it. They did show off the brand new opening, which is gorgeous. I'm not going to show it here because obviously that's going to copyright stuff. But it is up there, and then if you follow me on Twitter, I actually have it pinned at the top of my Twitter page. So if you want to watch it there, you can watch it there as well. But sometimes Twitter compression makes it kind of look weird. So your best bet is to just watch the live stream, go to about 33 minutes, and that's where it'll be. So let's, so the first part, they just did some opening messages and stuff like that. And kind of reviewed what they were going to be going over. And then they showed the opening. Let me see if we can... Yeah, I definitely don't want to... This is going to be hard to kind of just click through because... Okay. I don't know exactly which times they had everything, so... Bear with... Oh, and then... Okay, so... Then the next thing they revealed was right here. I'm not going to play this either because... Actually, I guess I can play this. Let's go back a little bit. Which is obviously spoiling everything. They basically revealed who the first chapter of the new arc characters were going to be. By the way, it wasn't really specified when the new arc is dropping. It's implied that it's dropping this month, I believe. So there could be a chapter on the 25th of this month, which if that's the case, when the new update goes live, we will obviously live stream that. But it wasn't very specific. It could very easily be in November. But if you look at the PV for what I'm about to show you here, which is actually on they have their own video just on the regular Bandai channel. It says for October, so that almost implies that maybe here in 2 weeks from today that the new chapter will be starting. But let's... Ooh, that's a bit loud. Let's turn that down. Which isn't going to matter for... Okay. So we're getting Jay. First thing is... So this is all for the first chapter of the next arc. So Jay is the first character. Second is going to be Moses. You have to have them come together. It's just not funny to have one without the other. And then the third thing that's coming with the start of this arc is we are getting an overlay, which I kind of showed off earlier, for Senel. So we're getting an entire 3 new Mirage arts for the Legendia cast, which is great. And then you get to kind of see how it looks here. He starts off, that's kind of like his regular Mirage art, but then look at him, he literally just splits the ocean right there. Which is really, really dope. Alright, next thing they showed. We're going to show it. I'm not going to play anymore because, copyright stuff, like I said. The next thing they showed is an original character. This is Balder. Balder has been spoken about before, but we never, more than spoken about. But we never knew what Balder actually looked like, and now we do. He is a dual swordsman. So that's very interesting there. I believe if I might be wrong about this, but I believe Balder was the one who was inhabiting Flynn. I might be wrong about that in the second arc. Okay, so let's skip ahead. Okay, here, they were talking about them. They were talking about Balder, okay. They're talking about, I think this is like phone upgrade stuff. Let me actually take a look. Like I said, just bear with me while I'm trying to figure everything out here. Alright, I'm going to skip ahead until we get to... So this just has to do with phone stuff. If you have a pretty new phone, you really don't have to worry about this too much. Okay, so what they did here was they showed off... There's going to be... So, obviously, you can see these are the two home screens compared. This is the one we have now, and this is going to be the new one for the new arc. And what they did was... This is version 4.0. We are currently in version 3. Whatever. So, when the new arc starts, we'll update to version 4.0. I'm assuming that we're probably going to have to do a re-download of all data because the game is effectively being changed into an all-new thing. You know, obviously, yes, there's some similar aspects that, you know, you have all your characters, you have the weapons that you've pulled for, all that stuff. But the way everything works, which I'm going to show you here in a minute, it's going to change a lot about the game. Obviously, the gameplay itself is still going to be the same. You know, you have your 4 arts equipped, you can have 2 mirage arts equipped, and then a spirit gear if a character has one. But you'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. But the first thing they wanted to do is show the load differences. Let me actually turn off volume just in case. They wanted to show the difference in load times. So we're going to go ahead and play this. Just going to skip ahead. Okay, here we go. So they hit it. Actually, they hit the one on the right second. Look at that. Look at that difference. Look at how fast that was. And boom. By the way, we have a brand new UI for the home screen, which looks great. I really like this kind of look. It makes it look a lot more modern. Now, let's just talk about a few things we notice here. Obviously, all this is still the same up here. You know, you've got your gift box, your missions. You've got, looks like a different kind of mission thing here. These are your orders. Here's your friend stuff, your notifications, something about characters. But with this up here, almost looks like it's either going to be for your title, you know, because you can unlock titles, or this looks like it could be like a new ranking system. So, for those who don't know, there are some gacha games that implement ranking after, you know, certain points of the game. But it feels, you know, almost 4 years into the game feels a little late to be adding ranking. So it's probably just where you put your title. You know, it'll just say it at the top there. But we'll have to wait and see how that kind of works. But as you can see, they're already on the home screen. The way we have the game now is still taking forever to load up. So this is a huge deal for me because I'm so tired of just like, if the game ever like crashes or whatever, having to sit through that. It's ridiculous. So they first show off that. They mess with the home screen a little bit so you can change how things kind of look. They showed the room. There's going to be, it looks like there's going to be a new room. They thought there's some kind of like glossary there for the chapters and stuff. Yeah, glossary menu for lore. Cutscenes are sorted by arc. That's the important stuff there. Let's skip ahead to... The next thing is going to be the weapon selling menu. which you're going to see a huge difference to here in a second. Okay, as you can see here, there's now only going to be 3 things here. Up here, we had selling weapons, selling mirage arts, buying weapons. This is for all your different event shops, and this is for selling mirage arts. But now, all you're going to have is buying weapons, all the shops, and then selling mirage arts. Weapons and mirage arts, you will not be able to... oh, wait, no. This is for... I was... Ignore what I just said. This is for selling your... or dealing with your... God, why can't... Spirit gears. So, selling weapons and mirage arts will no longer be a thing, which could be a good or bad thing, depending on how you look at it, because before you could sell mirage arts that you didn't want to use, and you would just be able to, get the super like gem things that you could use for a mirage art ticket. But now effectively you can't sell this stuff. It's just once you've pulled a weapon, you have it, and then if you pull a mirage art, I assume it just gets stronger, because it's not we're gonna look at it more in depth once the update actually comes out. But right now, when the update happens, you will no longer be able to sell mirage arts or weapons, because you're not going to be pulling for dupes in the traditional sense anymore. You'll just pull one copy and that's it. And if you pull a dupe, I guess your just overall character is going to get stronger. But we'll take a look at that more in detail here in a second. Well, not in a second, when the game actually comes out. Okay, this thing here where you see these mirror gems and then you see this stuff, this is going to be in your box right when the update goes live. Now, what the mirror gems are for, and I don't know how they're going to handle this, but basically every diamond or every mirror gem you spent to increase your weapon space is going to be refunded to you. I don't know if they're going to split it. Like, if someone used mirror gems to do it, they'll get mirror gems back. But they may... Right here, that all they show is 8,000 mirror gems, which apparently is the maximum you'll be able to get. If you expanded your weapon inventory, I think it's for weapons and for your storage, to max, you will get 8,000 back. So you essentially get 4 multis back. So I guess that's if you did all of it, which most players probably did not. You know, me, I'm probably getting like 1, maybe 2 multis if I'm lucky, because I did expand quite a decent amount. But, so yeah, however it's going to work, you're going to get that refunded. So every time you expanded your weapon inventory, it was like, what? It was like 4 diamonds or 40 mirror gems if you used mirror gems. So whatever you spent for that, you will get back. And then, this thing up here is going to be used for the new kind of character weapon enhancement system, which we'll look at here in a second. Now, the next thing they do here is flex on me a little bit, because those who have been watching me know I've had horrible luck lately in the game. And I'm currently about 8 or 9, 10 multis in, and I still haven't pulled a single of the Bride Mirage Arts. The only thing I still have is from my original summoning video, where I pulled Arya's regular Mirage Art. And then right here, right off the bat, 1 multi right here, they walk away with Martel's seasonal, which did have me a little bit salty. But now you can see here, there's no, out of weapon, out of whatever. Once you have the weapon, that's it. That's all you need. You just need 1 copy, and that's it. And then the rest just gets immediately sold. Like, you don't even have a choice in the matter, because obviously there's no selling feature anymore. And there's no infusing feature anymore. So if you pull dupes, it's automatically just going to make that weapon or your character stronger. It's not going to be something where you choose to go in. It's basically to streamline the game, so newer players don't have to worry about leveling up 5 billion weapons, and taking 6 hours when they first make their account to get their character set up. Or even players now, when you start a new event, and like before, they fixed, even before the last update, where now it's a lot easier because it auto-infuses. Before you pulled all your weapons, you had to go one by one. All right, I have 3 dupes of this weapon. I have to infuse them all. All right, now I have to level up the weapon. All right, now let's move on to the next weapon. With this, it's just all streamlined. By the way, weapons won't have levels anymore. Your just overall character with all your weapons is going to have a weapon level. So that will determine how strong you are. So it's really to get players into playing rather than sitting in their box leveling stuff up forever. But this is pretty much all you see here. If you already have the character's thing, it automatically gets sold. You can see with Martel here and everything else. That's just how it's going to be. So there's that. And then they're going to go over. Here's the new character screen. You have your weapons, you have your mirage arts, you have your spirit gears, and then you have obviously leveling up your spirit gears, which is going to stay the same. You can go directly to the turtle shop here. It looks like this is for changing weapons. So this is for leveling the weapons, and this is for changing them. And this is for changing your costumes. Here's your stats up here. And then this is the new system. Obviously, this is just your regular level, which is obviously the same. But this is going to be the new thing here, which is your weapon level. So instead of, which is weird because there's like two things here, but I think this is just for enhancing. We'll see what they click on here in a second. But so instead of each different weapon having a different level, you're just going to be leveling up your weapon level. So as your weapon level goes up, all of your arts will just get stronger at the same time. So yeah, they clicked on, okay, I need to not click my keyboard anymore. We're just going to tap like this. Okay, okay. All right, we're pretty much back to where we were. I just need to be careful where I'm tapping on my keyboard. Okay. So, when you click on this, this icon right here, it's going to pull up this, which is just your overall weapon level, which apparently Ix's max weapon level is 109. So right now he's 1 out of 109 when you have a fresh account. And that currency you just saw in our box can be used to level that up. So you'll decide which character's weapon levels you want to go up. But here's the thing with this. Okay, and then you get to see all your weapons here. See, they don't have levels anymore. You just have an overall weapon level for that. I'm going to let this play because it's easier to see this way. So all your mirage arts, all your weapons are all just here. So you still have dupes, it looks like. So it seems like you still can, get up to like 4 dupes, like everything else. Which kind of contradicts what I was saying earlier, but like I said, I'm still learning as well. So maybe you can still get your 4 dupes, and then after that, it's up to everything else. But your overall, you won't have to level them up, like level-wise, separately. And then your just overall strength is going to be added for all of this together. So it won't matter which weapons you have equipped. If you want to have 3 stars equipped that are just better for gameplay, you'll be able to do that from what it looks like. And then as you can see here, 80,000 of this only gets you to like level 15. I don't know if there's going to be an easier way to do this. This might just be what they give us in the beginning. I don't know how farmable this stuff is going to be, but with how many characters are in the game, I have to expect that it's got to be pretty easy to get this stuff, or at least I'm hoping so. As you can see here, all the stat boosts and everything go up as well. It looks like HP stays the same, though, which is the same for weapons anyway. Weapons didn't affect your HP. It was just your overall regular level. Okay, so as you can see there, the weapon level goes to 15, and you see the little stat increase there. Now you can see over here, this is more or less the same of your weapon setup. So you put on your arts that you have your 2 mirage arts, and then your spirit gear here if you have one. But they have an auto on and auto off button. So what you can do here is, let's say you were just putting an art on a character. You just wanted a character to be using one specific art. Let's say they had a specific role, like Rita, for example. They actually mentioned her during this, that, a lot of people just use Rita for Tidal Wave. It's like an AoE kind of spam move, which is what you would do in Vesperia anyway. You can turn off all the other arts you have equipped and just have that one turned on, and then the AI will just know to only use that specific art. So as you can see here, enhancements are still a thing. Like these 3 are enhanced all the way, and then this one hasn't been enhanced at all. And here's a little, for changing all your setup, you can see everything here, and it's only going to be for this specific character, which makes me wonder, what are they doing with those 1 and 2 star weapons? Are they just, and what the friend summon itself, I feel like the friend summon's got to get overhauled, because we're not going to have an inventory for specific characters anymore. It's just going to be an overall inventory for everybody. So that will be very interesting to see for sure. So yeah, okay, and now they're going to show this, so I'll actually play this right now. So if you wanted to enhance, you can now do it all at once. As you're going to see, they're going to click all 5 whenever they get down to it. See, you could just start from the beginning and do all 6 enhancements just like that. Boom, done. So this is, like I said, it's going to very much streamline how fast you get all this stuff done. And also, like I said, these weapons no longer have individual levels, so you're not going to be sitting there for hours leveling up 50 weapons if you did a bunch of summons, excuse me. So that's the yeah, and they're kind of comparing right now how you used to have to do it, level it up 1 by 1, but over here you just have an overall weapon level, which makes things a lot easier. So there's that. Now they're showing the new kind of quest screen, which you can see the new arc here. The first chapter, well, actually that's for arc 3, it looks like. There's Mercuria on there. Oh, and I guess now they're showing the comparison for this as well. Okay. What else was there? Okay, so they were just kind of showing off the orbs and everything here. So the next thing that we are going to be talking about here, which I don't really have a lot of information on, but it seems pretty self-explanatory, is this. This is the master-disciple system they talked about before in the previous producers' letters, which it seems like, I don't know if you train a character with a specific character or if that character just ends up being like an equip of some kind. But essentially, so like right they're showing here, Cress is going to be able to give a stat boost to Ix, for example. I don't know if specific characters will only be able to boost other specific characters, or if you can literally just throw one character with another character, but basically characters are going to be able to boost each other. So it is pretty important to make sure you have as many strong characters as possible. So you can see here, Cress is getting boosted by Ix and Rapide. And then they showed, like, oh, there's going to be a bunch of master-disciple kind of character stuff. And I think that was the big stuff. And I think the next thing they talked about, they did kind of like a challenge where they did the Unison raid mode, you know, basically co-op for this game. And depending on how well they did, players were going to get currency. So, by the way, in the beginning, there was a retweet campaign that they said if we get to 5,000 retweets, which we always get, we get 100 diamonds. And then if they completed this here, we would get another 100 diamonds. So that's 200 diamonds right there. So you're getting a free multi. I don't know when it's going to be put in the game, but it will be in there. And then let me just see if there was anything left here. Yep, they were playing co-op. They won, so we get everything. Oh, here is the next exciting I don't know how far ahead it is, but we'll skip ahead a bit. I'll start talking about it before I find it. The second arc is getting full voice now. I don't know if it's coming directly with the update or if it's going to come later, but they did announce that Arc 2 is getting full voice, which means even if you don't purchase the full voice pack, the diamonds for that second arc will be reset, so you can get all those diamonds again. They had like, there's a little stand, here it is, full voice, so you'll be able to re-get all the diamonds for that, just like the first arc. And thanks once again to Ren for counting this for us. The total diamonds you can get for Arc 2 is 1,484. So that is just a little over 7 multis that you can get from redoing all of that. And then the last thing they really just had for the stream was they did a little skit with Saray and Melina, because this is Saray's Japanese voice actor and this is Melina's, so they did a little fun skit. But overall, that's pretty much everything. So it's like I said, they didn't give us a direct date for the new arc, but like I said, if you go on, which let's actually just open this up. Let's go here. See, look, Fairy's Requiem for the second half of October 2020. So yes, it's definitely coming this month. So I would expect around the 25th for this chat, which is, oh my gosh, this is a packed month. So on the 12th, we have the Star Ocean collab rerun for about 10 days. On the 22nd, we have the T-Tray and Chelsea hunting event. On the 25th, probably, we're going to have the new story chapter. And then on the 30th, we're going to have a Spirit Gear event starting. So this is a very packed month. And, you know, I'm kind of grateful for it, but at the same time, it's like, ooh, that's a lot. I'm grateful for it because that means there's a lot more diamonds for me to get, so I can really throw everything I want to throw at this Bride banner and hopefully walk away with something. Honestly, I'm at the point where if I walk away with Martel, like if I do one more multi and I get Martel, I'm calling it quits there and I'm set. But yeah, so that means we're gonna get those diamonds. We should get those diamonds refunded with the chapter update. So, you know, the 400 whatever we get back, you know, I'll be able to use that if I still need to use it for the brides. But if really, if this update comes with everything they just showed on stream, so what is that? We would have the new chapter, we would have the weapon overhaul update, which gives us our diamonds back, that we expanded our inventory with, because there's not going to be an inventory anymore, which really makes you wonder what are they going to do with the storage, because there's nothing to put in there anymore. I guess it's probably just going to cease to exist. We would have Arc 2 full voice, assuming that comes with it. So that would just be a lot of content to just go through, which obviously you don't have to rush through full voice of Arc 2 because we've already gone through it. It'll just be something you could do over time or when you need diamonds specifically, but I'm sure they're probably going to do a campaign period where for like a month or a few weeks, the second arc is 0 AP, so people can run through it without worrying about having to waste their AP. But yeah, this month is going to be really packed. It's really cool that we are starting the brand new arc finally. I don't remember, when was it? It was like July? I think it was like June or July when the last arc ended, and now it's October. So it's been quite a few months since we've actually had a story chapter. It might have even been August. I don't think it was August. I think it was July. It was either July or August, I feel like. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything to go over here. So definitely check out the opening if you guys haven't seen it yet. And whenever we get a date as to when the chapter is going to drop, I will obviously set up a live stream for it. Hopefully it's before the 27th, because starting on the 27th for like the first like 2 weeks, I will be live streaming every day Trails of Cold Steel 4. So I'm really hoping the chapter drops before the 27th, because I don't want that to kind of overlap with each other. But that's going to be it, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel and want to stay up to date with everything Tales of the Rays. We'll obviously break down everything with the weapon overhaul and the game overhaul when the update goes live. But other than that, that's pretty much it. See y'all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.